Hi guys, Archie Luxury on the Paul Pluta channel. Today, guys, I am doing a paid review. Quick wristwatch check. What am I wearing? Rolex Explorer 2 Polar. And this is the 42mm version. 42mm version. Guys, I'm doing a paid review. This is for William. Let me read this to you. Let me read this for you. And I'll pull up a photo of his beautiful collection. And this here, he's got a, I'll just let me just get this baby up on the screen. We've got some interesting pieces here, that's for sure. Here we go. Here we go. This is the pieces now. Okie dokie. So what do we have here? Here we go. Hi, Archie. These are the pictures of William's 4 wristwatches that he uses, plus 3 vintage ones, which he never wears. It seems like I have to send it in 2 parts as the files are big. I hope the order of the pics you receive is the same as I am sending to you. First picture is the picture of them all. He goes on top from the left is the automatic Omega. The Omega. O for Omega. Yes, sir. The Omega. Let's see, me have a look here. Let's get these babies up. Get the Omega up on the screen. There we go. That's the Omega. This is the Omega Seamaster coaxial. Steel blue dial on a rubber strap. Really quite a nice looking watch here. Let's have a sticky big. I love the way, the only thing about this watch is because they've got that special proprietary type thing for the strap, you've got to use Omega straps, which the Omega straps are good, but it's a little bit difficult. Look at the beautiful, the 8800 movement there. Look at that beautiful display back on this piece. The next piece he has, second watch, is a gold blank pane. Look at this here. Yes. So this here, what is this? I think this is a triple date. I think it's a triple date. Gold blank pane. I think the model, based on manual, says it is 6553. You know, blank pane itself there is a interesting brand. They very famous for the 50 Fathom series, but they also, I think this one here is a Villarette. I think it's a Villarette, which is their kind of dress watch. They're kind of complicated. They have some complications there. It's an interesting piece in the sense that this watch itself, it's a triple date, meaning you need to adjust the date because it goes to 31. So in a shorter month, you need to adjust it, which this is quite a triple dates. You have annual calendars. Annual calendars know how many days are in the month except for February, which you've got to adjust. And of course, perpetual calendars, which they know leap years as well. So I've got to tell you, I think this here is quite a nice piece. As I said there, I think this is a blank pane Villarette. I think this is a moon. They call it a moon phase, as you can see from the moon phase indicator there. He goes, the watch is on a leather strap. Beautiful. The third watch, I actually quite like these. This is a Cartier. Actually, sorry, just have a look at the side of this blank pane. Isn't it beautiful? The Cartier Tank Francais two-tone, steel and gold, mid-size. And for a smaller wrist, these are perfect. Mid-size. I remember these mid-size pieces. Very popular in the 90s and noughties. And finally, we got the fourth one is a Cartier Tank Solo. Cartier Tank Solo. It's supposed to be rose gold, although it does not look rose gold. It should be. It is bigger. Should of these two. Unfortunately, it's quartz. The only quartz in the collection. Not only he bought quartz, but he bought it new a year. Wow, hey, he likes it. That's the important thing. So that's the Cartier Tank Solo. Again, with Cartier, you mainly buy Cartier for the fashion design. Now, he's also got, what else has he got here? Excuse me. What else have we got here? We've also got, nope, we don't have that there. Let's have a look. What else have we got? We've also got some other watches. What do we got here? We've also got some other watches. Yes, we do. We got some other watches. Then there are those 3 vintage watches beneath. Now, these are a little bit interesting. He's got 3 interesting watches. Let's have a sticky beak at this. I quite like these. Have a look at this, guys. Have a look. He's got an Omega. The first is a vintage gold Omega Seamaster. It's manual wind, I think it's 70s. He says 60s, 70s. I'm not sure. It is hard to find out on these old. Yes. Second one is a LUXURIA before it merged. Well, yes, that's right. They did have LUXURIA. They were a little bit cheaper than Jaeger LUXURIA ones. It looks gold. I do not know whether it's solid or plated. It's manual wind as well. Also, I have no idea what model that could be. It just says LUXURIA. And the third watch is a Dunhill. Remember the cigarettes and the cigars and the pipes? Third one is a Dunhill vintage watch, manual on leather strap. I'm not sure whether it is even Swiss watch. It seems to be gold or gold plated. Although also there is a picture of an Omega Seamaster new with the vintage one from comparison today. Oh, he sent me some of those there. He sent me a really generous PayPal. Let me know what you think about Williams watches, and also wish you and your family a Merry Christmas. Thanks. And this is from Lucas. Thank you, Lucas. So, Lucas, what do I think of the collection? I really love it. Man, I have not seen one of these vintage Dunhills in ages. I remember these here. Dunhill used to be a men's accessory. They were very, very, very popular in the, they were very popular brand. And unfortunately, Dunhill sort of, I suppose it's not exactly PC, politically correct, smoking and tobacco and all that sort of stuff. The brand really died in the ass, I'm afraid to say. So it's sort of, that's kind of how it went there. I like the Omega Seamaster. That is an interesting square. Look at that. It's a rectangular sort of watch. The LUXURIA is interesting. So I got to say, this is quite a interesting collection. And this is the whole thing. It's that, I think he has got some beautiful pieces. For him, it works as a collection. Now, he is actually a bit more background information. He's a retired solicitor. And I think he's got some, I love this. He's a watch enthusiast over many, many years. I love the Omega Aquaterra, the Seamaster there. I love that Seamaster. The Blank Pane, Triple Day, cool. Mid-size Tank Francais, love the Francais. And I also, the Tank Solo, look at it. Look, I wouldn't have bought quartz myself, but these are, you buy Cartier for the design. That's the whole thing. So, it is a really nice little collection here. It's interesting. This is this guy's lifelong love of the wrist watches. And I got to tell you, what can you say about that? I think it's pretty cool. He goes on to say, I hope you're doing well. This is a 4-piece plus 2 vintage I'd like to give as a Christmas present. He needs it by the 25th. Yes, sir. I think it's a absolutely nice little collection. I love it. I love it because let's face it, this is a solicitor, and this is for William. He's going to be 70 years. Oh, sorry, next year in summer. He's a retired solicitor. Born in Scotland, but lived all his life in UK, in the England, made in the UK. Thanks, Arch. Very interesting little collection there. And what I love about it is this is not just someone who's come into the hobby recently. He's had a lifelong love affair with the watches. And you know what? They're kind of all nicely pieced together. I love the Omega Seamaster on the rubber. Very, very cool watch. Just something you can wear everywhere. The blank pane, that's his horology piece. These were actually quite expensive pieces. They were not cheap. Blank pane itself there is a brand which has been famous for making many lovely, lovely pieces. And I don't think you can go wrong with it. These sort of watches here, you're looking at several £1,000s for them. Triple date is such a quaint type of it's such a quaint type of piece because I love it. You've got the interaction with it. And it's just a very, very, very cool piece to have there. I love the Tank Francais. I was in love with the Tank Francais myself. Princess Diana had a gold Tank Francais. Out of interest, that was quartz, I believe. Tank Francais, man, they were so cool. So cool. In fact, when Patek launched the Patek 24 for the ladies, I believe they used the Tank Francais as inspiration. And the two-tone mid-size, that's a nice watch. It is a beautiful watch. And then finally, in the newer pieces, he's got a Cartier Tank Solo. Great piece. I love Cartier Tank. Has always been a classic piece. It's funny. My dad, who is 76 Boxing Day, 76, he doesn't like the bigger watches. He's very much he always remember it was always the goal to make the watch as compact as possible. The big watches were never in. They never in those big style watches. And this is the whole thing with them, is that they are such a different era. People like different things. Have a look at the third row. He's got the second row. He's got the Omega, the rectangle, the Jaeger. Sorry, not the. It's a LUXURIA, and then the Dunhill. The Dunhill, that would have been. They were such a. They made so many things. Dunhill, and it's kind of sad they have really gotten out of flavor. Alfred Dunhill. In fact, they have a lot of stores in Asia, Hong Kong, Singapore. They had a lot in the 80s and 90s, very popular. They've been a little bit non-PC now. The Gentle Art of Smoking. That was an Alfred Dunhill classic book. Told you how to smoke stuff. Very interesting. But what do I think? I like it. This is this man's journey through watches. And you know what? At the end of the day, it's to have pieces that you really like. This guy here, he's had money. That blank pane would have been expensive. That's not a cheap watch. Blank pane is a they are not so they aren't that cheap. And I would say, it's just a nice piece of horology there. That's his they're good value on the secondary market, guys. If you want a bargain piece, blank pane is really good. Same as Jaeger-LeCoultre. That's also another brand that is a bit of a bargain, as well as Breguet. There's some really good brands there. I like the collection. I like it. I think he's modern pieces. He's got the Tank Francais. That's like a casual, smart businessman's watch. Tank Francais is always an icon, in my opinion. And the Tank Solo. I have always been a bit of a Tank Solo person. Yes, it's quartz, so what? I don't think it detracts from the piece. I think it is just a beautiful, elegant little dress watch for a gentleman to wear. What more could you want? I love it. I love the way he's got 4 modern pieces and 3 vintage. This is kind of pieces he's had through his working life as a solicitor, as a professional man. So this collection here, I really love it. I love the story behind it. It's such a good story to see. Beautiful pieces, beautiful watches. Hey, how can you go wrong? Enjoying the craft, enjoying the hobby. This is what it's all about. Beautiful, compact collection. Man, what would I add? Look, I don't know if he needs to add anything, but I would say I'd add a Rolex. I'd add a Rolex Explorer 1. And because James Bond had an Explorer 1 in the novel. I reckon a Rolex Explorer 1 would be the watch I would add to tie this collection together. That's the one piece I always like to recommend, a piece to add. And I think an Explorer 1 would be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful piece. And I don't think you can go wrong with that. An Explorer 1. Let me just call one up on the screen there. Rolex Explorer. I dare say I'd almost go for the 36mm version. Yes. Which the 36mm version is a 14270. That's the reference number to that. So let's just pull that up on the screen here. We'll have a look. This is what I would buy. I reckon the watch to complete this collection, an Explorer 1. Let's have a look, guys. Have a look at this on the screen now. Explorer 1. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Just a simple 3-hand. I'd get a 36mm 14270. That's what I